while she was doing her interview. Shout out to Lytel. So apparently, according to Jada Pinkett, Chris Rock tried to holler at her when he thought that she was divorced. Let me just say this. And I'm also going to talk about Tommy Davidson, because he gave an interview and he talked about how Will Smith wanted to fight him over a kissing scene that he did with Jada Pinkett, even though she's an actress. Let me say this. If this is true, now this is according to her, Chris Rock, I mean, what kind of friend are you, bro? Because apparently Chris Rock and Will Smith were friends. Jada Pinkett Smith revealed to People magazine that she has not spoken to Chris Rock since the night of the 2022 Oscars, when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock across the face after the comedian made a joke about Jada's bald head on stage. Rock's joke was divisive because of Jada's alopecia. No, I haven't talked to Chris. Do I have any desire to talk to Chris? Here's my desire. I just hope that all the misunderstanding around this can be cleared up and that there can be peace, Jada told publication. She also, was she offended by Rock's joke? She says, I mean, that's what comedians do. Jada said, I would just have to say that I am not really here to make any judgment on how people decide to express themselves and express their art. I'll say that several times I've had my feelings hurt, for sure. I've had my feelings hurt a lot by Chris. But at the end of the day, too, being in the spotlight, it comes with the territory. So she's already distancing herself, saying, bygones be bygones. It's what comedians do. But we saw the video. We saw you roll your eyes at him. So obviously it did hit a nerve. Says, while Chris Rock and Jada have not spoken since the night of the 2022 Oscars, Jada did reveal for the first time that Rock went off the stage and went up to her immediately after the slap. Chris came down to the end of the stage and tried to apologize to me. Jada said, he said, I didn't mean you any harm. I said, I can't talk about this now, Chris. This is some old shit. I thought this was about the Oscars 2016 and their stuff that they had before. I even came into the picture in the late 80s. I've got to leave that to Will and Chris to talk about, but they got their stuff for sure. For Jada, 2016 Oscars appeared to play into the 2022 Oscar slap. Back in 2016, Jada publicly protested the Academy Awards ceremony amid the Oscar So White controversy, in which the awards failed to nominate a single person of color in 4 acting categories. Rock was the host that year and even made a Jada protest joke in his monologue, and Jada said he might have been offended by her comments against the ceremony. There might be some misunderstanding between Chris and not as far as 2016 Oscars. I think he might have taken offense, which I meant no harm in offending. Jada said that wasn't my intention, but I do think there's a big misunderstanding there. Let's see. Let's skip down through some of this. Jada also revealed that Rock once reached out to ask her to go on a date while rumors were circulating about her possible divorce from Will. Now we about to get into some dirty macking territory. Now it's not direct dirty macking. It's like it's like slick dirty macking, right? I think every summer all the reports would come out that her and Will were getting a divorce. Jada said, and this particular summer, Chris, he thought that they were getting a divorce. So he called her and basically he was like, I would love to take you out. And she was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce? She says, she was like, no, Chris, those are just rumors. He was appalled and he profusely apologized, and that was that. Jada and Will are not divorced, but she did recently reveal that they have been secretly separated for the last 7 years. 6 of those years predated the Oscar slap, which Jada originally thought was a skit in the moment. I thought this is a skit. Jada said, I was like, there's no way that Will hit him. It wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I even realized it wasn't a skit. Now let's get into what Chris Rock did. Listen, I do not agree with Will Smith slapping this guy. Y'all say it sounds like trolling. What's up, gaming foodie? What's there? But Chris, did you contact this woman trying to get on a date with her the moment you thought they were separated? Out of all the women in Hollywood that you could be with, Chris, you tried to get with this woman. Now I'm trying to figure out, was this before or after the joke? Was this before the joke or after the joke? I'm not, it said the summer, so it might have been after the Oscars. So you mean this was after the Oscars 2016? You tried to get with this woman? I could see the appeal. Right? As I told y'all, Jada Pinkett she has had, charisma. Maybe he's attracted to her. The fact that she was married for so long to Will, right? It's good last sizzle. Make sure y'all like the stream. Why are you trying to contact this woman to go on a date, sir? This is why Will slapped you. I bet you Jada Pinkett got angry with Will, and she said, that's why your friend was in my text messages. I guarantee you that's what happened. I think she told Will that he was trying to hook up with her, and that's why Will went on stage and slapped him. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Again, you dudes be friends. You'll be a friend to a guy. Now, maybe Will Smith smashed one of his exes that we don't know of, because again, Will Smith and Chris Rock, I believe, have been cool for a long time, even before, he may have married his first wife. So maybe Will smash somebody in Chris Rock's past, because that's crazy. But it also puts more emphasis on why he went up on that stage and slapped him, because he didn't have any respect for Chris. You're not gonna smack your friend in the face unless you lost respect for him. And I think Jada Pinkett told him what happened, and it gave him more fuel to go do what he did. She put a battery in his back. Y'all know I did a video about, there were rumors that Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett Smith hooked up. Now they may not have hooked up with each, maybe they did. Because why would Chris text her about going on a date if he never smashed? We got to talk about this, family. Why would Chris contact her without having proof? Shout out to Black.
I have Goku. A hard time believing that they were separated for 7 years, even with the August Alsina situation. Otherwise, why would she call it an entanglement?
Well, this could be her, trying to get people to, buy her book. It could be a play, but I think that she may say that because she doesn't want to be seen as a cheater. Women hate to be caught cheating. Women hate for people to know if they are cheaters or not, right? So they'll try to mask it as, well, we were separated anyway, right? So I have to ask the question, did Chris hit it? Because why would Chris contact her out the blue on some, I heard you got separated. What's up? Like, why would he even do that? I think that they may have smashed before because, again, this guy made jokes about her. They pieced it out. They cool. But this guy just contacted her out the blue, talking about going on a date. That's crazy. That is crazy. But nothing surprises me. Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe Chris Rock did smash. Shout out to Achilles.
Will Smith should have listened to Kodak Black when he said he needs to divorce Jada and start dating some 18-year-old foreign woman. Lol.
Maybe so, man. Plenty of women out here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's not into younger women like that, you know? Not every man is into younger women. You know, maybe he's into women more his age. That's just how it is, man. Not all these men want women that are 20-year-olds or 19-year-olds. Not everybody is Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what I'm saying? They may not all be into. Look at Alex Rodriguez. That man has never dated a younger woman. He's always dated women close to his age. There are men that just aren't into younger women. They want a woman their age, right? But why would Chris Rock? Now again, we are going to entertain what Jada is saying. Why would Chris Rock contact her out the blue without any confirmation unless he has smashed before? It's like when you contact one of your ex jump offs, right? You know, you got a team like maybe 5 or 6 chicks, and you know, one of them left to be in a relationship and now she's single and you hitting her up, right? That's what that seems like. It seemed like, you know, he found out that she might be single and available, and he immediately tried to hit her up. I mean, really? Shout out to Liana the Good Nurse. So I never found that G.I. Jane reference for that. It was a terrible joke. So I think a Black Panther reference would have been more current. Absolutely, but you see other people are writing it. He was letting non-comedians write his jokes for that particular segment. Shout out to Link. Says Will coming out the closet coming soon. I don't know. I mean, he's had kids, so I don't know if he's like, because I mean, he's had kids, so I mean, I don't know if he's like all the way on that team.
I never found that G.I. Jane reference funny. I think a Black Panther reference would have been more current.
Absolutely. But Chris, are you contacting her?
Will coming out the closet coming soon.
Appreciate that link. So that basically justifies the video that I made, because why else would Chris Rock contact her like that without no confirmation unless he was looking to rekindle something?